introvert? I consider myself to be an introvert, and yet I still want to be of service to others because I have found that service is one of the best ways to increase my quality of life. I'm Michelle Ryder from Michelle's Purple Moments, and I have 6 tips for ways that introverts can be of service to others. I'm coming to you today on episode 10 with a cup of purple tea. I started this channel by making a cup of this very purple tea. And when I first started this channel, I set a goal to make 10 episodes. And today's the 10th episode. I don't currently have plans to make more videos after this particular episode, but I'm going to leave the door open in case I decide at a later date to add a video. But today, let's move on with the topic. First, an introvert is a person who enjoys socializing but is drained often by a lot of social interaction. So, what do we do when we want to be of service to others and yet we're drained by being around people? Well, one of the things I did was start this Purple Moments channel. Um, when I started this channel, I really just wanted to serve people by sharing insights and little things that I had learned along my journey through life. I will be celebrating my 60th birthday uh, in a few months, April of 2024. And so as you get to be a little bit older, you feel like that you've gained some insight and just want to share it with others. So that was my main goal for starting this, was not to receive views or anything like that, just to be of service to others. And so maybe you might consider starting a YouTube channel. You can start a channel on anything. It could be healthy eating, gardening tips. If you like fashion and you feel like you have an eye for fashion, you could start something on fashion, flower arranging, anything that you're good at. You can share your ideas or expertise so that others can benefit from it. That was my first tip. And Purple Moments was my motivation for that particular tip. Number 2 is one that probably you've heard before, but we often don't do it, and yet there's a great need for it. We can donate to food pantries in our communities. All of our communities have food pantries, and they're often very low. And it doesn't require a lot of social interaction to donate to a food pantry. Just pick up an extra few cans of things from time to time, and when you get a bag full, drop it off at a food pantry. It's so helpful. It can help people who are really struggling. So that's a very simple way for an introvert to be of service to others. A third thing is just prayer and meditation. Now, this channel is not a religious channel in any way, and I have intentionally kept it that way. But if you are a praying person, or maybe you're just a person who enjoys meditating, I start my days out with a meditation practice. And if you will just keep those that you love in mind and send goodwill, I am a firm believer that that is meaningful and that those messages are received. So however you look at it, if you look at it as just sending goodwill, or whether you look at it as a prayer, just to have others in mind and to seek to serve them by sending those good vibes, those good loving vibes. I really do believe that that is a great service to humanity, especially to those that we know and love. Another way, the fourth way, is to volunteer on a limited basis. So since we are drained by social interaction, if we overcommit or commit to something long term, we can find ourselves overwhelmed, maybe wanting to quit, or we volunteered one time and vowed we'll never do it again. But if you can just volunteer for something in your community or something in your religious community, for a limited amount of time. Say you're willing to teach a 4 week or a 6 week class of some sort, or to be of help to another type of service in one of your communities on a limited basis. Just putting a boundary around that can give you the freedom to serve and still feel good about what you're doing and actually be of service. So that's just good boundary setting around something that is a little more social and requires your physical presence. Another wonderful way to serve is to have a card ministry. I know that my college piano teacher continued to send me birthday cards until her health started failing and she passed just a few years ago. But it always meant so much to me to go out to that mailbox every year and get a birthday card from her. But even just sending a text message or giving a phone call to people, a lot of times if I'm on Facebook, I like to notice who has a birthday today and send a greeting. You know, a lot of us are have friends on our friend list that we haven't seen in a very long time, but just to put a quick little happy birthday up with a few emoticons can really make somebody's day. Really, a lot of people don't get a lot of greetings, and just to reach out in that simple way can be your little good deed for the day and helps you to be of service to others. And then the last one is maybe to go on YouTube and look up a video called low viewed videos. You can search for low viewed videos. And if you find topics that you're interested in, actually watch a topic from someone who hasn't had very many views. And if you enjoyed it, then they got a view, and maybe you can click like or even leave a comment. Now, you might think, well, that's kind of cheesy. I don't want to pump somebody up falsely. I'm not saying to do that. Of course, if you didn't think that it was a good video, I don't think that you should necessarily like it. But there are a lot of people out there who are seeking, and they're seeking for validation. And I think it's perfectly wonderful to try to build people up and to encourage them, um, and to look for a low viewed video and watch it, give someone a view, give somebody a comment can really mean a lot to them. If their channel is going to fizzle out, they're going to figure that out. But for them to have the experience where they basically had no views or just one or two, you know, that can really hit hard, especially when someone has put time into creating videos. So when I learned about that, I started looking for low viewed videos, and I thought that it was just a wonderful way to encourage other people that you don't even know. And so I'll put a link to that video in the description below. So those are my tips. What were they again? Number one, make a YouTube channel. Number two, donate food to a food pantry. Meditate or pray for other people. Volunteer in a limited way. Start a card ministry. Number five. Number six, to search out low view videos and give people views and likes for them. So those are my little tips for ways that introverts can be of service to others. And I hope that you have enjoyed these 10 episodes that I have made. They will still be available. I don't have plans currently to make another video, but I will say that this has been really good for me, and I hope it's been good for those of you who have seen it. And I will sign off for one more last time saying, have a great day.